High school. The first thing I told myself when I entered the ninth grade was that I need to be active. Not athletically, although I know my physique says otherwise, but active in terms of my presence on campus. You see, when there are more than 2,000 kids at your school, yet you and 5 others are the only ones dressing up for Fruit Day, you can tell there's a problem. And not just that your banana costume didn't fit right, and let's just say that sight wasn't very appealing. It's no surprise that class spirit is only visible maybe once every 2 months, and that unity seems to only occur during periods of hardship. And this isn't new. Nowadays, school culture is centered around what activities to do or classes to take that will boost your class rank and get you into college. There is a general disinterest with participating in events if they do not have somewhat of a personal gain or benefit attached to it. The fact of the matter is that people just don't care. Sure, everyone will dress up for a class comp, but is it to show their pride for their class or to take a photo to post to social media? Let's look at the types of people we can find on a high school campus. The most frequent is the type that suffers through 4 years doing what they are told will get them into their dream school and who will later have regrets. Motivated by extra credit math fundraisers and a glowing GPA off in the distance, they study for test after test until they inevitably break down. But then they check power school, dust themselves off, and the cycle repeats itself. The next is the complete opposite. The ones who decide, F that class, I'll ditch to achieve a higher education. The type that throws caution to the wind and does donuts in the school parking lot late at night. The restroom frequenters for a hit of scented smoke that sets off the fire alarms, and those who attend parties where the highlight of the night is crowd diving off of a roof. The one thing we forget is that these people weren't always this way. Somewhere along the way, they realized nothing was worth putting effort into. Could this simply be that nothing exciting enough has been presented to them to care about? The one thing that both parties have in common is their disdain for school-organized events. And now I get that sounds lame, but those are supposed to be the unifying factor between all school-goers. When you look back on your experience in school, it's not the psych test or lab report you remember, it's the dances and rallies, that one time the ASB handed out cookies to everyone, or when your class won the canned food drive. But the question is, how can you unite a group of kids who are too afraid to take risks or stray away from the status quo? Is this an issue of school culture or societal culture? Looking at it from a broad perspective, it appears that this hasn't always been the case. School spirit seems to come in waves, with classes generally having more spirit based on their level of interaction with one another. I'm not saying that people attending a pep rally for the sake of supporting their peers is going to fix everything, or that this is an easy obstacle to overcome. But maybe it wouldn't hurt you to compliment someone in your grade who you rarely talk to, or to dress up on a spirit day. We have to start somewhere, and if individually we could realize that our participation means something, maybe a foundation for change can begin. Because the last thing this world needs is more passive bystanders.